Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 54 of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Great place for all your collectible needs.
And Father's Day gifts.
Father's Day coming up.
And Maple Leaf Tickets in Kissimmee, Florida.
Our official ticket agency, the best deals on tickets in town.
And we're going to start today with the Legends of the Force Celebrity Motorcade.
Right. Star Wars weekends are back for 2013. And of course, the real kickoff is usually the motorcade.
And this is where I like to stand. This has always been my favorite spot, where you can see them coming right out of the gate.
Well, this is my favorite spot ever since they changed the parade route where it does not turn at the hat, and
it goes straight for the hat now.
Straight to the hat and it's over. I used to like to stand at the end of the street so it would come, the whole thing would come at you.
And there's Chippendale. This is new for this year. Is Chippendale as Ewoks?
Yeah, I love Chippendale, and we'll see more of them coming up too. But that was a highlight for me, certainly. Chippendale as Ewoks.
Well, we got to meet them, so we'll show quite a bit actually in a little bit.
And here's the Stormtroopers, of course. Wouldn't be a Star Wars weekends, although they are not any longer on the roof of the building when you come in, the ticket booth. They aren't on the roof doing their little spiel.
My favorite was Chewie. I don't know if you've got him dancing
a lot.
Of
course I do. There he is. Chewie is a huge fan favorite.
He was like so funny. I don't think I've ever seen him this animated in the parade. Maybe I have, but
he is
was
always good. Chewie is never disappoints. Never disappoints. This is the celebrity welcome, where they gather everyone up at the hat. This used to be done by the old Hoopla stage, where they now do the Jedi Training Academy, but it was just too small. People were trampled and things. So
this
it's
is
much
directly
better.
after the parade.
Correct. So it's smart that they moved it. And here comes all the stars on their way back. There's Ray Park.
And Jedi Mickey actually is first. And if you go down to the welcome stage and then just kind of back up to this area, you get to see all the celebrities and Jedi Mickey coming through. And the Stormtroopers, I don't know if you have them here.
Oh, yeah. It's sort of just like a quick, there's Jeremy Bullock, Boba Fett. It's sort of like a quick parade number 2, so to speak, a return engagement of just the celebrities, really.
And I think... Who is it?
That's D. Bradley Baker, who is very, very interesting voice actor. We always love the voice actors, the unsung heroes, really. We always get good kicks out of their antics during the shows.
We enjoy their show. This week they had a technical issue with the one that we tried to see, so we didn't. I'll get to see one in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll see it. We just have quite a bit going on. And there's our good friend Ashley Eckstein. She knows us as the Carrot Cake Cookie Couple.
Yes.
What a way to be known.
And we've gotten to interview her too.
She is really very friendly, very nice. And I think the last one that will be coming is Mr. James Arnold Taylor.
And he is so talented, and we've been able to interview him in the past as well. Very friendly, extremely talented. I don't know if he has I guess he must have hundreds of voices.
Well, I would recommend seeing his show because it's one of the best shows. And speaking of good shows, though, we always love this, the Stormtrooper Skit before the, the...
Stars of the Saga.
So many different names. Stars of the Saga show.
You didn't even, do a setup here. You just show him with an arrow in his chest.
We have limited time. Limited time magic. The end result is every year a Stormtrooper bites the bullet.
Is his name Bob or something?
Well, they called him Bob here. There were some technical glitches as he was supposed to be dropping some boulders on him, but the boulders came down before he pulled the cord there, so it was actually kind of funny.
There's actually like 10 minutes of Stormtrooper Skit before he ends up with the arrow in his chest, so it isn't like the whole thing is... him dying.
Go to the show notes, watch the thing, but it's like a traditional thing, and you're not going to see him die. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But every year, last year it was Boba Fett blew him up last year. So, and here we go, and this is they're bringing out a special guest, Jedi Mickey.
For the ending, for the MICKEY.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse March. The Mickey Mouse March. And of all people to lead it, Mickey himself leads the Mickey Mouse March.
There was a lot of Jedi Mickey this year. More Mickey than ever before.
And Mickey here talks very fluently. He appears to be a talking Mickey. His mouth moves very nicely. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, talking Mickey himself.
I guess I was too far back. We should have written that in this description on the video.
Well, we can see him talk right there. How could you not that? And of course, there was a little added bonus at the end of the show.
I don't know if they do that every Ray Park and Jeremy Bullock. I don't know if they do that after every show.
They're preparing for Dancing with the Stars.
That's what it looks like.
It's an ABC. It's Disney, so it would fit, wouldn't it?
That was fun.
And here we go. It is Chippendale as Ewoks.
And they were so popular.
Hugely popular.
I have never seen so much enthusiasm for like any characters ever. Like people almost crying, like, women from
screaming. Yeah, it was like crazy. The Beatles. The return of the Beatles.
We waited about 40 minutes to see them.
Well worth every second of the wait, though. They were so cool.
It was, but Jeff lost his voice. Jeff had no voice, so I had to get in there with him, which I don't really like to be on camera.
Yeah, my voice is not 100% now, but at least it's good enough for a show. So, yeah, unfortunately, I lost my voice, but I think you did a fine job of talking to them.
But, again, I don't like to be on camera.
And they dragged you in.
I like the characters to be on camera only.
And they love to show. See, they're showing off. They're showing you their nice outfits. You seem to love it.
I did. I enjoyed it, but I...
And you didn't bring them any acorns. You should have given them acorns. Those
because I carry acorns.
You should always have acorns for them on the off chance you will meet Chippendale. You should know that.
And they're here every day during Star Wars weekends this year, and I expect the line to get even longer.
I would like to see them again.
I think
we should go see them again. So very good, very fun. We kind of stalked them to get them. We
have to.
Yes,
they're there.
They're very playful, very playful. And they would kind of sneak up on people and just tap them on the shoulders, just guess they were walking down the street. So they're a lot of fun.
And that was the first time ever, I believe, that they were here as Ewoks.
And here it is, the big draw, the Hyperspace Hoopla, hosted by Snig and Oopla. But this time, special change, Emperor Palpatine took over the show. So it's Emperor Palpatine's Hyperspace Hoopla. Made it very interesting. I thought it was a very nice way to break it up.
I saw it from the backstage, but you waited almost 4 or 5 hours to get a front row spot.
It is harder and harder every year to get a good spot. Or, for me, I wanted a front row spot. So my good friends, the Beardens, were there at 3:30.
So they were there almost 5 hours.
I got there at 4:30, and it started at 8. So that's a long time to wait, but it's worth it. I mean, look at the view. We had a perfect view, not one thing in our way the whole time. So to me, well worth the wait to get the show as good as we did. And it was a great show. There was so many funny moments, and again, they broke it up in ways I didn't expect. So I thought it was very well written this year.
Chewie still has the moves. I mean, he had the moves in the parade.
Look at the legs. Chewie is every year during this segment, the good guy segment. Chewie always steals the show, and he always comes back for like a reprise later on too. So
well, I haven't seen it yet. I was backstage getting photos and video of the characters kind of milling about and dancing and doing all kinds of
and
fun
I would
stuff.
highly recommend checking out that we'll link to that backstage footage. So it's as you're seeing all this is going on. Well, of course we have the whole show. We'll link to that too. It's fun after you watch the whole show to watch the backstage view, and you really get an idea of like the bombs and explosions. And it's funny watching your video because every time a giant bomb goes off, your camera kind of shakes a little bit.
I get nervous.
You reminded me of when we went to the Kiss concert, and every time the bombs went off, your camera was a little shaky.
Well, the Kiss concert had a lot of really loud explosions. At least I had my earplugs in backstage. But it's very interesting to see it from this view. I will never, ever wait hours to be in the front row spot, so this is the only way I would see it that way.
Well, I'm glad it works out for you. See?
It does.
And it works out.
And I didn't have to wait.
I get you in the back getting those great videos, and it all works out. And thankfully, because of you, I had earplugs for the front row because they had the DJ with blasting club music for 2 hours leading up to it. So I really needed the earplugs. I took them out for the show. I love the Star Wars music.
And there's I mentioned earlier, Jedi Mickey is at Star Wars weekends more than ever this year.
Yeah, I agree. And there's even a little hidden Mickey projection behind him back there by the door. Very cool.
And I guess it was rumored that he'd be there. I don't really read rumor sites or anything like that. But I guess here he is.
Not rumored to me. I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Oh, he just did the classic Star Wars stance there. That's very cool to see Mickey do that.
Well, it was nice to see him actually. I saw him backstage coming out.
And who knew how good of a dancer Mickey is? I mean, Mickey is one of the best dancers I've ever seen.
He was there at May the 4th, though, right? Wasn't he dancing at May the 4th?
I think he's even improved on it since then.
He's been practicing.
Yes, yeah, a very hard-working mouse he is.
Did you enjoy the Hyperspace Hoopla?
I thought it was a great hoopla, worth the wait, and looking forward to going back to Star Wars weekends.
40-minute show.
Also, we last week, we went to Busch Gardens for the premiere of their new Madagascar Live Operation Vacation show.
It was great to see all the characters, and we had the opportunity to interview Park President Jim Dean.
Yes, and we were able to borrow a real microphone, too, which was very exciting for us. So anyway,
and a real lion.
Here's the interview.
Jim Dean, I'm the Park President of Busch Gardens here in Tampa Bay and Adventure Island.
And can you tell us about the new show?
Yes, we've partnered with DreamWorks Animation to bring the Madagascar shows, Madagascar characters to Busch Gardens. And their new home is here in Stanleyville Theater, and they were so popular this morning for their very first show. The show opens officially on May 18th, which is this Saturday, and it's going to run throughout the rest of the year, and it's going to be a fantastic show. We hope they're here for a long, long time.
And it's called Madagascar Live Operation Vacation because it's actually really live. Everything's live.
Live characters, live dancers, live singers, a live band. It's a fantastic show.
And how long was the show in development?
This show's been in development for quite some time. The theater renovation took months. The show production and design and development took even longer than that.
And what is your favorite part?
The whole show was fantastic. I mean, the energy level was so high. It was amazing. It's going to be so popular.
And we were told there'll be meet and greets, but other elements as well.
That's right. Not only will we do the show numerous times a day here in the Stanleyville Theater, but the characters will be out in the park doing meet and greets with our guests and our pass holders, and they can have lunch with the characters over at our smokehouse.
Do you have any other questions?
Oh, air conditioning. Conditioned air is a new thing.
The renovations that we've done to the Stanleyville Theater are not only the stage and the set, but also we've enclosed the theater. It's now air conditioned for the summer, get out of the hot, humid days of August and July. And also it's heated, so in the wintertime or the early spring when we're doing the Real Music series here, it'll be a very comfortable venue for our guests.
So you will be having the Real Music series still in this theater?
That's right. Yes, we will.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Back, see him again.
Good seeing you guys.
Bye now.
Thanks. Thank
Nice
you.
seeing you again.
You too.
It's always nice to talk to Mr. Dean.
It really is. And this is the most high energy show I think I've ever been to. You see the dancers all over the place as well as the characters on stage.
Right. If it was a wider shot, you'd see all sorts of people on the sides just going nuts.
The kids going nuts.
Well, the kids were going crazy. I mean, that's the main audience. And again, another thing is they've enclosed this theater now. It used to be open air and it could get very hot during the summer. So air-conditioned, nice theater. Can't complain about that.
To me, the theater looks totally different. You think it looks the same.
Well, it looks very similar. I mean, they've dressed it up for the show. But I also love these DreamWorks characters from Madagascar. We've had a lot of fun. We saw them at the Gaylord Ice this year, and that they got to move it. So can't beat that. Also, we went back to Epcot afterwards, and we went to the Rose and Crown for dinner that night.
And it's been a very long time since I've been to the Rose and Crown, so it was really a treat.
So we're going to look at some of the food we had. This is our friend had the fish and chips. And her mother had this
chicken curry
dish.
And everybody ate all their food.
Yes, that's always a good sign when all the food is eaten.
But this is very interesting. It was like a strip steak, and the price of your dish, which has a big thing of fish, was only a few dollars difference. Plus you had all these mashed potatoes and all that. So if you go, I would suggest, this was very good with mushrooms, but yours actually had a lot more food. I could have split your meal.
Right, absolutely. Here we're looking at mine now, and you can see not only do you get the full-size steak, you get one piece of the fish, like in the fish and chips, but then you
mashed
get all
potatoes,
these
Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire pudding.
I had three onion rings. That's what my side was 3 onion rings.
So the bottom line, if you like fish, upgrade.
Or split. We could split one meal.
Oh, and here's your favorite.
That was very good.
Mandy's
That was
mess.
All
Yummy.
of this was excellent. Everything we had was excellent.
And I had the butterscotch cheesecake.
Well, it was
type
peach.
Thing.
It was roasted peach cheesecake with almond brulee.
Oh, why did I think butterscotch?
I don't know.
Butterbeer.
It probably
perhaps.
tasted like it. I don't know.
And we had a great table right on the water. We had this great view here of Illuminations.
And you can request this, but you cannot book it.
So I guess it's really the luck of the draw, but I still think if you ask nicely, they will do their best to get you set up to a outside table.
Unfortunately, there's only a certain amount of tables, and you have to sort of get there at just the right time, and they have to get you in at just the right time. So, get there around 7-ish, and hopefully they'll get you in by 7:30, and there's a chance that you could see Illuminations. It's tricky.
sort of a long way of saying it's the luck of the draw.
It's the luck of the draw.
Said,
yes, but then you said, if you ask nicely, but I don't know if they care if you ask nicely.
Nice is good. Speaking of nice, we also went back a couple days later for the very last day of the festival because we love Starship. It's one of our favorite bands who actually are playing both festivals.
They always play both festivals, which is a lot of fun. They play the Epcot Food and Wine Festival and the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival.
And they're the very last at this Flower and Garden, and they'll be the first for the Food and Wine. They're kicking off the Food and Wine this year, so they'll be the next band we see, and they were as good as usual.
There's a great lineup for the Food and Wine Festival. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I can't wait either. So after the concert, we went, and since it was the last night, you've been kind of hinting at these Trio of Trifles
for 2.5 months.
Yes, we finally got them with about a minute to spare before closing on the last night, and they were wonderful.
And the price was good on them. So for $3.75, we had 3.
And you like the little Flower and Garden logo on the
details.
chocolate? It was very cool. So anyway, that was the last night. That was last night. Flower and Garden Festival has ended, but there's a lot more coming up that we'll be up to.
Well, the Monstrous Summer. I'm going to be in California, and you're going to be here.
Yes, coast to coast coverage of the Monstrous Summer. You'll be spending the 24 hours at Disneyland. I'll be here at the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World, and we'll reconvene on Sunday and talk about everything.
And Antarctica and OPA, the Greek festival at Disneyland. I can't wait for that.
Lots to come.
It should be a big, monstrous show.
Yes, monstrous show. So thanks to our sponsors, Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Best place for your Father's Day, and that's just around the corner.
And Maple Leaf Tickets, our official ticket agency. We will see everyone next week. A monstrous show.
Have a great week.
Bye now.